Tens of thousands of years ago, when humans were roaming around in nature naked, they obviously discovered honey. They put their fingers in the beehive, tasted it, ooh, it's sweet. Honey manufacturing is a business. It's so commodified, so corporized, so manufactured that it's scary. These tens of thousands of bees that should be free roaming are put in confined spaces. The hives are smoked. The queen bee's wings are cut off so she can't fly anywhere, she just sits there. These bees are objects, they're treated carelessly, so when the humans get the honey, their legs come off, their wings come off because they're so fragile, they're so small. Like, imagine getting your arms and legs cut off. Like, I know you might not think that they feel pain, but they do. They have a central nervous system, they can feel pain, they can feel joy, they can feel stress. Just like us, just because we're bigger and they're smaller doesn't mean shit. They're sentient, intelligent beings that literally make their own food with their body and they keep our planet alive, literally. Without bees or ants, our ecosystem would fall, as bees pollinate flowers and plants that provide us with food. So purchasing and consuming honey supports this and promotes the destruction and extinction of bees. So how is honey made? Well, bees collect and store pollen in their stomachs and then secrete saliva to add enzymes which create the honey. Bees then fly back to their hive with the fresh honey in their stomach that they just made and vomit the honey into the stomach of another working bee. The new working bee will go through the same process and secrete more stomach enzymes into the honey and then vomit it into another bee's stomach. This process is repeated until it's finally regurgitated onto the honeycomb. And that's how bees make their food. And yes, it's their food, not our food. So stealing their food that they're forced to work so hard for, exhausting them, isn't right. And because humans desire their food that they've worked hard for, their food has to be replaced with sugar water or corn syrup. And yes, they can survive, but they don't get all their nutrients and vitamins. Just like we could have energy from sugar water, but that's not all we eat. We eat other foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, just like their food is honey. So just giving them sugar water fucks up their immune system. So that's wrong. And by the way, since honey is bees' vomit, it contains digestive acids that cause cavities in your teeth. It can also cause puffiness, breathing issues and other allergies because of the microdosing of certain pollens like Salvation Jane and Poison Ivy and all the rest. What I don't understand is why people are so scared of sugar and don't eat fruit or they eat honey. It's really stupid because honey contains no fibre and hardly any minerals and vitamins like fruit and like sugar would. There is no need to support the death of these honeybees that help you survive on this earth, because without them would be fucked. Bees make honey for themselves and baby bees, just like cows make milk for their baby and humans make milk for their baby. I don't see the point of stealing their food when we have our own. And there are so many sticky sweet substitutes like honey, like rice malt syrup, date syrup, molasses, sugar. You can just make sugar syrup, boil it on the pot, let it cool down. Maple syrup. There are so many different syrups you can get and it's cheaper than honey. Honey is so expensive. They're making so much money off that and gimmicking it for a health food. It feels good to do as little harm to animals as possible, even the most littlest animals. The smallest of animals, like bees, ants. Don't go out of your way to kill them. If there's an ant, don't step on it like they've fucking done something to you or to your family, like killed your mum and dad. Like, they've done nothing to you. Walk around them. Or if, obviously you can't avoid every single ant that you step on because they're all over the grass, they're on the path. Like, it's just about doing the least amount of harm. There is no need to manipulate and alter a bee's diet with sugar water and corn syrup for your sake. Like, there's so many other options out there. Just eat fruit, just eat like sugar if you want something sweet like honey. There's no need to just take their food that they've worked hard for and literally they've got no credit for that, they just die. I don't know, it just brings joy when you respect all lives. Like, what goes around comes around, literally. So if you're still eating honey and you didn't know that this is actually what happens, maybe you're grossed out now to find out that honey is bees vomit. Like, I didn't know that was the case before I went vegan. But like this video if you found it helpful at all, if you found new information through it. Give a comment on your thoughts and subscribe.